What the hell, Isabel? What do you think you're doing?
What? What's your problem, Stephanie?
Don't act innocent with me. You know exactly what I'm talking about. What you said today at the family dinner in front of our aunt. You called me a parasite living in your house. How could you say such a thing?
Oh, please, sis. I was just being honest. You're way past your prime and still living with your parents. And you're single as a Pringle. You must have some serious issues. You're lucky I'm married to your brother, or I would have kicked you out long ago. But I'm sick of putting up with your nonsense.
Look, I know I don't have a husband, but I have a job. I work from home and I make good money. I'm moving to a new house soon. I've told you this a million times, haven't I?
Yeah, right, and I'm the Queen of England. You expect me to believe that you're actually working in your room? That you're making anything worth a dime? You're just wasting your life away.
It's not easy to make handmade products, you know? It takes a lot of skill and time.
I don't give a damn. I'm tired of having to babysit you, even though you're older than me. Why don't you grow up and get a life? Move out of this house and leave us alone.
Isabel, do you have any idea how you look when you do things like that?
And what's that supposed to mean?
Why is my room full of your stuff? And where are all my things? I can't find anything that belongs to me.
Oh, that? Well, your stuff was annoying me, so I threw it away.
You did what? How dare you throw away my things? They're not yours to throw away. You're unbelievable.
Well, maybe you should have moved out sooner then. It's your fault for being a loser and depending on us. Do you think you can stay here forever? We're moving in now, so you better pack your bags and go.
Isabel, I told you yesterday that my moving date was delayed because of my work. That's why I still have some things here. I told you that to your face, Isabel.
That's just a lame excuse for being lazy. You said you had some things here, but you didn't say I couldn't get rid of them.
That's BS, and you know it.
Well, maybe next time you should be more clear with me, Stephanie. It's pathetic that you're still living with your parents when you're in your 40s. My husband and I are taking over this house now, so get lost. I'll take care of your mom from now on, okay? You're not welcome here anymore. Just give up already.
I told you I'm moving to my new place soon. In fact, I already have a house, so I guess I'll be leaving now. And even if I didn't, I'd rather live anywhere else than here.
Oh, really? Trying to act tough now, are we? LOL. I bet you don't even have a house. And where are you going to go? The streets? A shelter? Good luck with that, LOL.
You're not listening to a word I say, are you? Where did you throw away my things? Tell me now.
I have no idea. I just dumped them in the garbage and let them go.
The garbage truck is coming tomorrow. You have to tell me where they are. Please.
Why do you care so much about your junk?
You're impossible to reason with, aren't you?
Stephanie, I'm so sorry.
Alvin, are you blind? Can't you see that your wife is a psycho? How can you stand someone like her? She told me she threw away all my work tools and products. And she doesn't even know where they are. Do you know how much that cost me?
I tried to ask her where she put them, but she just said she didn't know. And she kept saying that Mom gave her permission to do it. She doesn't care at all about how she ruined everything.
She's using Mom as a cover. That's sick. Mom has dementia, for God's sake. She doesn't know what she's saying.
I'll pay you back for everything she threw away. And I'll make her face the consequences of her actions. I'm so sorry, Stephanie.
Sorry doesn't cut it, Alvin. And hearing that your wife is exploiting Mom is disturbing.
To be honest, this time, I'm really appalled by what she did. And it's made me lose a lot of faith in her.
I'm sure it did. Well, I won't let this happen. I guess I'll have to take care of Mom myself. I'll move her stuff to my new place soon. Can you help me with that?
Wait a minute. That's not what we were talking about.
What? Why are you changing the subject? I want to know why you married that woman in the first place. She has a rotten personality. She's probably using you, Alvin. And you need to wake up and see that.
Well, look, I'm sorry. Well, the way I met her, she was a friend of a friend, and we started dating. She's really a great woman, but she has some flaws. At first I thought she was just stubborn and strong-willed, and that she loved me in her own way. But maybe I was wrong.
What are you trying to say?
I'm sorry, that sounded lame.
You can stop apologizing and making excuses for her. You're wasting your time defending her.
Okay, but what about Mom? Can you wait a little longer? The whole reason I moved back home was to be with her again.
You told me that before.
You've been taking care of Mom in the house for so long. But I wanted to do my part and give you a break. So if you take Mom with you, it's all for nothing.
And I told you before that you don't have to worry about me and Mom. I appreciate that you want to be with her again. But you can't tell me it's a waste of time. She deserves to be with people who love her. But with Isabel around, well...
I know that, and I can't make an excuse for it. But you have been dealing with everything here by yourself for so long, and have never asked anyone for help. So I wanted to be the one to support you. I will not forgive what Isabel did to you, not one bit. I'll make sure she is held responsible for everything she did.
And I feel that you should hold her responsible to the fullest extent. I guess I have no choice but to give you a little more time then.
Hey, Alvin, please reply to me.
What? I still have a little while longer before I can get home.
I don't care about you being here or not right now. I have something seriously important to tell you about your sister. My parents are upset with me and no longer want anything to do with me now. Right now, your sister has no idea what she's talking about and has the wrong idea about everything. I just happened to do something a little bit out of line is all. But because of that, somehow the contract she had with my dad's company is no more. How does something like that even happen?
Well, that was bound to happen with you, I suppose. Although the money you made off selling my sister's things ended up going right into your private bank account, right? So we know about everything, and know it's the truth.
I'm telling you that the only truth here is that your sister has everything all wrong in her head. I really want to become a good sister-in-law to her. I'm sure by making your sister lose a lot of her work and her job, she's painting me as some kind of bad guy. She's going to become a lot better of a person now, right? I mean, she did all of this to herself, right?
I don't think what you've done is going to help in making my sister any better than she already is. So are you telling me that, even now, you don't feel bad for what you've done?
Why would I feel bad about the problem she created for herself? Are you going to start blaming me for something I didn't do now as well, Alvin?
I see. Well, I understand then, Isabel. I have some paperwork on the top of my desk in my home office that I'd like you to take a good look at. Do you think you can go in there and give it a read?
Why would I do that? Of all times, why is this happening for no reason?
Don't you dare tell me there's no reason for what I'm doing. As long as you're willing to cooperate with me and sign everything you need to, I can have it all handed in.
Stop that, Alvin! Are you really going to let that witch win? What the hell happened to that slimy freak to make her this deranged?
Well, then let me say this, Isabel. You haven't only been selling my sister's company's goods on the online market, but you've been selling my mom's things now.
Huh?
All of the brand accessories that my mom has, as well as her purses and coats and so on, have slowly started to appear online. And when they sell, they vanish from the house. Are you using the same account you used to sell my sister's things as well?
I'm sure that was just some unlucky coincidence there.
Well, I'll have a deeper look later into what's going on there. But tell me, what's actually going on here? Seems to me that you've been meeting with the same man multiple times a week. And this picture is from today. You happen to go out with him a lot during the day. When you say you're at home taking care of my mom, who really needs someone there for her. Strange. Not only have you not been upholding your end of the promise, but you've been cheating on me instead.
You have it all wrong. He just happened to have some things going on, so I met up with him. He's a good friend of mine.
I happen to have a friend of mine go out for me and get all sorts of exciting and wonderful photos of the both of you. Would you like to see them?
Well, hold on a couple of seconds.
I'm sorry, Isabel, but I no longer need someone like you in my life. We're getting divorced, and I want you out of my mom's house now.
Can you at least let me explain everything myself? I just happened to be having a hard time adjusting to the new house, and so I went out for a bit of fun. I promise to never do something like that again.
Are you sure?
I told you I won't anymore. And I'll only stay home to care for your mother from now on. You are my number one, Alvin. So can you please believe me when I say all of this to you?
I see. Well, if my sister is okay with what's been going on here, I'll rethink divorcing you.
Are you sure? That's a promise. I'm almost at your sister's place. Where the hell are you? Are you cheating on me or something?
I just got home a while ago, and I'm taking care of my mom.
Hey, you're still reconsidering the divorce, right? If not, I don't see why I should apologize for anything.
What kind of thing is that to say? Speaking of that, did you fill out your part of the papers?
I did. I even sent you the photos of my signatures and everything, remember? You said you wouldn't give me your sister's address unless I did it first, right?
I had to make sure you didn't screw me over. I don't trust you at all.
Why not? Are you really going to blame me for everything?
I am, but I also feel some guilt myself.
What? What do you mean?
Isabel, you know very well what kind of a man my father was.
I do. And what happened to him 2 years ago before he died?
Good. Well, it was 10 years ago that the doctors found a tumor in his brain, which turned out to be cancerous. And until he passed away, my sister was the one who took care of him, and my mom at their house.
Well, she's been living there with them since she was a kid, so it's only natural that she should look after them.
No, it's not. At that time, I was working out of state, so I couldn't do much to help. So my sister had to move back into their house and live with them for the past 10 years. And that's why I was grateful that she was there, living with and caring for them. My parents wanted me to stay out of state and keep working, since Stephanie has more flexibility with her work. And, well, I told you all of this before we got married, so I thought you'd remember. Do you really recall everything I told you about my sister and family?
Of course, why wouldn't I? And that's how I learned that you are a very kind man.
So, even though you knew about the sacrifices my sister made, giving up her life for 10 years to be with them, you still said those awful things to her. I should have dealt with you sooner if I knew what you were doing to her.
Hey, Alvin. Alvin, pick up your damn phone.
What?
I've been ringing the doorbell for ages, but she won't open the door. And what's with this place? Are you sure you gave me the right address?
It looks like a mansion, right? I was stunned when I saw it before she moved in.
Well, before we get to that, why the hell isn't your sister letting me in? What's her deal?
Stephanie already told you. She knew you were coming, and she was okay with it, but never said you could see her.
Why the hell would she have me come all the way out here if she didn't even want me to meet her? Does she not want to listen to me? Apologize to her for the mistakes I made? What a witch! I mean, seriously, why would you waste my precious time by doing something so petty to me?
Are you kidding me, Isabel? Stop talking about my sister like that, you pile of crap. If I hear another word from you talking poorly about her, I'll make sure you never see the light of day again. And another thing. The amount of times she and I explained the current situation to you, you still haven't seemed to catch a hint. Do you really think that a simple apology to her is going to wash all you did away? I'm pissed that you kept so many things hidden from me, like cheating and leaving my mom alone. And what you say about my sister all the time is not acceptable.
I'm sorry about that. It just came out before I could stop myself from saying it. You shouldn't get so upset with me about that, okay?
Did your tongue just slip then? You think I'm gonna let a 5-year-old's excuse like that work here? Well, I'm very aware that my sister is never going to forgive you for what you've done to her.
What? Then that means...
I had a look at the divorce papers and everything seems to be in order. I'm going to be handing them in now.
Hold on a second. You can't just do something like that to me. It's not fair. I've been apologizing for everything this whole dang time.
It's too late to apologize. And you should have known that from the start. I cannot trust you anymore, which means we cannot be together anymore. I'll make sure to get a settlement from you for cheating on me. And maybe your partner as well.
You can't. Don't throw me away like this. I promise I'll make everything up to you after this. I love you so much, Alvin. And you should love me a lot too.
I don't love you anymore, Isabel. And I never will again. Make sure you pay me everything I asked for. Also, my sister is going to be suing you for stealing and selling her company's goods.
Huh?
And that's just from her company side. You'll also be paying her for all the trouble you've caused her. And for the items you did throw away of hers. You're in for a real treat having to deal with her and her company now.
What? So she's really going to fight me over all of that? Even using her company?
Those products and goods of hers that you sold illegally, they go for a lot of money and have really ruined her brand's image. She will have to fight for a long time to make up for the losses you've forced on her, as well as fight to get her company's name cleaned. She's already in the process of getting her lawyers together. I think in a little while, her lawyers and her will be coming for you to let you know what you'll be owing her.
Do you know how much I'm going to have to pay them?
I'm not sure of all the details, but you're looking at paying upwards of $1 to $2 million.
You have to realize that I don't have that kind of money. Where am I supposed to get money like that from? I don't have anyone that can support me now either, Alvin.
Wait, are you not able to get any help from your parents now? That kicked 2 out of their family. Well, I guess you'll just have to do what every other responsible adult does and get a job.
I don't want to work, though. And if this is all made public information, then there will be no way of me finding a job with everyone knowing what happened with me and her product. Why is all of this happening to me?
Because you asked for it.
I'm so sorry, Alvin. I really made a lot of crappy choices and screwed everything up. Can you please find a way to forgive me? If you guys both do this to me, then I'm never going to be able to live a normal life again.
I told you everything that's going to be happening soon, and I don't plan on telling you again. So if you have any questions or things to say, talk with our lawyers about it. Now I'll be heading out.
Alvin, please, wait. Hey, Alvin, I told you that I'm sorry for everything. Hey.
In the end, Alvin's ex-wife Isabel was hit with large amounts of money that she had to pay off. She wasn't able to find any friends or family to help support her, and I believe that her life is going to be a difficult one from now on. I've heard that recently she's been getting into it with the loan sharks, but we'll have to see whether their money can really help her in the long run or not. Right now, Alvin is living with my mom at her house and taking great care of her when he can. He even spends all of his days with her there, and I'm actually quite surprised with how good of a caregiver he is to her. I really hope that if Alvin is still looking, he finds someone a lot more kind-hearted and cute than that Isabel. As for myself, I found a new man, and we even got engaged and have started living together in my new house. I think right now I'm at the most happy moment in my life, but I hope it gets even more amazing from here.